Honestly, if someone had told me that I will be passing pro firms like water this day, in fact, I will argue. Why? Because I remember how I got started into forex trading. I was treating it like someone who needed to buy Lamborghini the next day until I had to sit down and try to figure out how it really works. And here I am today. You can see these results. They were all passed this month, February, right? If someone had told me I can even pass phase one and phase two in less than 3 weeks, without even going on high risk, trust me, I wouldn't have believed it. But you know what? Nothing is impossible. Even you, if you are struggling right now, struggling to grow an account or struggling to pass pro-firm account, this is the video you don't want to skip. In fact, this particular video, I would recommend that you get your book and biro, because I have 16 that I will be discussing with you how you can kill any pro-firm without even wasting time at all. In 1 week, you'll be done with phase one, phase two. And I've been able to group these 6 points into 3 subheadings so that to make it easy for you to understand, right? So make sure you're not taking this video for granted. And should in case you see me for the first time, my name is Godwin Trades. I show up here to show my journey with you and to also help you become a successful forex trader. Now, in talking about pro firms, there are a lot of pro firms out there, but you want to do your own due diligence before you even partner with any one of them. But for me, I have a few of them that I trade with and I've been having good experience so far, right? All right, so in dealing with pro firms, right, I need you to pay close attention to what I'm about to say, right? Number one thing that you need, right, is a good trading plan, all right? Let's say you've bought a particular account, probably 5K, 10K, or 50K, whatever the size may be. You need to hold on a bit before you want to start trading this account. Now, you need to have a pen and a paper and map out your trading plan. This is the approach that I use on any account that I purchased, and it has so far so good, giving me good results, right? I have never had to fail any pro-firm challenge ever since I discovered this particular principle. Now, you want to take this thing as a business, even if it was not hard for you to raise the money to buy this account. But make sure at least you are not just throwing the money off for them, right? Now, most of these pro firm, they have rules and regulations. And if you are not that type of person who like to go through rules and regulations, this account or pro firm may not be a good thing for you. I recommend you trade your own personal account. But if you want to leverage on a bigger account, if you want to use pro firm as a vehicle to getting big money or big withdrawals, please listen to what I'm about to say. Number one, you need to have a structured trading plan. So in your trading plan, there are 4 things I've grouped to show to you what is entailed in my own trading plan. Now, the number one on my own trading plan is the choice of trading pair that I want to trade. Now, I don't recommend you trade all the pair in the market. Why? Because there is no pair that is not, good enough for you to trade. Any pair in the market is endowed to give you money. All right. So before you start trading different types of pair, you want to trade the one that you have an edge on, the one that you've understand how it works, the one that you have traded the most, that you've made more money in the past. You don't just want to be trading any random pair. A lot of you belong to a different Telegram group channel where you get signals to trade. Fine, that may not be so good for you. But if you are generating your signal yourself, I recommend you just stick to the one that has been proven over time to give you profit, right? Now, for me, I stick with just 4, right? Now, out of these 4, I don't trade them all together. No, I wait for the one that have a good setup. Then I take that trade. If I'm already on one out of the 4, I discard the remaining 3. You can't see me trading the 3 at the same time, right? So that is what I do, and because of my knowledge in the forex market. But if you are a beginner forex trader, I don't recommend you start with 4. The highest you could do is to start at least with 2 pairs, right? Now, out of these 2 pairs, look for one that has a very good high probability setup. When we talk about high probability setup, a trader has the potential of about 70 to 80% of going in your direction. That is what I call A+ setup, and I'll be discussing that in the second heading, right? Now, the number 2 under this trading plan is knowing the right risk management to use, right? Now, if you are trading a 5K account, let's take that as an example. Now, you should know your daily drawdown limit, right? Now, the 5K account is not open to you all, right? Unlike if it was your own personal real account, you have access to all the $5,000 account. But if you are dealing with a pro firm, now they give you a 5K account. That doesn't mean that you can trade the entire money. You are only limited to a daily drawdown and a maximum drawdown. In most pro firms, they give you 5% daily drawdown and 10% maximum drawdown, meaning that if you are to take a trade today, don't lose at least more than 5% of this account. And if you look at 5% of a 5K account, it could be probably $200 or $250, right? So meaning that you have a limitation. So now, working with this, you should know the proper risk management to use. You don't want to be going with probably one standard lot or two standard lot. Know the type of risk or lot size you want to use on that particular pair. And don't even take anyhow volatile pair. I recommend you start with currency pair. And if you're that type of trader who doesn't trade currency pair, if you trade gold or indices, know the right lot size to use. So my third point under this trading plan is your risk to reward, right? Now, you can't be a trader not knowing your target, right? Now, if you are risking one, the least you should be aiming at is to get two, right? So meaning that if I'm risking $50, I should be aiming to get $100, right? And I need you to also look at trade opportunity that can give you at least 1:3, 1:4. Like most of the trade I took this week were able to give me 1:4, 1:5. Because I'm a swing and day trader, right? I day trade and I swing trade. So that has given me an edge to see a particular trade that has the capacity of giving me 1:4, 1:5. But if you are a day trader, you can also even get 1:3 as a day trader or 1:4. So you wait for those type of setup. And that is how you want to build capacity to quickly pass to pro firm account. So you should know the type of risk to reward you're chasing. I don't recommend you do 1:1. Why? Because losses are inevitable in the market. Imagine risking $50 to gain $50. That is not a very good business from a businessman point of view, right? So your risk to reward is what will make you scale faster so that you won't become that trader who trade only phase one for 8 months. I know you know somebody, right? But I'm not going there, right? So the fourth point under this trading plan is keeping a proper trading journal, right? Now, you want to take this as a business. You can't be trading without having a trading journal. Your trading record shows your performance. It shows everything about you while you are in the trade. And this is a type of record that will come and explain to you in future where you are good, your trading performance, your appraiser, right? So your trading journal is your go-to book to explain to you, to show you your performance in the past. Let's say you've took like 2 trades or 3 trades in a row or 5 trades in a row. It will show you where you are good at, where you are weak at, and where to improve on, right? So a trading journal cannot be overemphasized. So if you don't know how to keep a proper trading journal, I have a video about that. You want to go after this video to check for the link and watch that video. It will help you to scale up faster. So moving forward on how to quickly pass your pro firm account, under the second heading that I have for you is having a good strategy. Now I'm going to be going through my screen to show you the trade that I was able to use to pass my pro firm account. In fact, this particular trade passed both phase 1 and phase 2 in 1 week, right? In fact, when it happened, I wasn't that surprised, but because I knew that this thing works. If you have a good strategy and you are able to spot the market, you're able to know your entry and your exit, it's going to help you milk the market endlessly. And I have 3 points under this good strategy that I want to share with you, right? The number one is waiting for the right setup. Now, there's what we call A+ setup. A+ setup is one of those setups that you want to wait for patiently in the market, no matter how eager you are to trade, right? As a forex trader, you don't need to be having FOMO. FOMO means FOMO, the fear of missing out. Because as a trader, you want to wait for that market, the price to come to you. There's a particular point called point of interest, right? Where market have to come to before the market can move. If you can identify the point of interest on your chart, trust me, you are 90% close to TP, right? Because the market will definitely go your way, at least 70 to 80% all the time. Now, you want to wait for that A+ setup to play out. They don't show up all the time in the market, but if you are able to spot it, it's a game changer for you, right? Now, I'll be showing you my screen to see the type of trade that I was able to take. Only one particular pair helped me pass more than 3 pro firms account, both phase 1 and some in phase 2, right? Now, the number 2 under this heading of good strategy is trading only 1 or 2 sessions, right? Now, I don't know the country you are watching me from, right? But I needed to know the type of session you want to trade. As a trader, you don't want to trade all the sessions. You don't want to be trading London, New York, Asian, and Tokyo. No, that is not how you trade. Of course, you need some time to rest, right? To conserve some energy so that you can expand some energy on the market. So as a trader, for me, I'm able to look at both London and New York session, right? Because I'm in Africa, so my time permits me to trade both. Why? Because during the Asian session, I should be sleeping. I should be relaxing my brain so that in the morning, during the London session, I'll be active. And I will also recommend that for you as well. Learn to trade either 1 or 2 sessions. That's enough. And now, if you have been able to get a good profit, you have a good trade during one session, I think you should call it a day. You don't need to wait for another section to take another trade, because that is another way where you may even want to give back your trade or your profit back into the market. Now, avoiding overtrading is the last point under this subheading that I will be sharing with you, right? Now, as a trader, know when to call it a day. Now, because you are able to make one good trade does not mean the second trade will go your way. Why? Because the market is not designed to give you money. It's even designed to take money from you. That is why as a trader, you want to be smarter than the market itself. And the only way to be smarter than the market itself is for you to know your limits, right? So once you're able to make some good amount of profit in the market, call it a day, irrespective of the time or probably the market is still on. You are okay. Now you want to set your daily profit target. Even as your profit give you a daily drawdown limit, you also want to know how to call it a day. Have a target. Okay, on this account, if I'm able to get $100 or $20, I'm okay. Come back the next day. If you do this in 3 consecutive trading days, you're going to pass for phase 1, trust me, or even phase 2, and be ready to request for payout on your funded phase, right? Now, the third but not the least is remaining focused, remaining laser focused, right? As a trader, there are a lot of distraction online, starting from your phone, from the internet, from people you follow, from your mentor. There are a lot of distractions on the internet, right? But forex trading is about you and against the market. It is you and against the market, not you against the world. It is within you and the market. So now you want to lock in, focus on the charts, right? The market has a lot to teach you. Now, each time you take losses in the market is an opportunity for you to learn, right? Now, because there is no moral in success. Success does not teach you any moral, right? But when you lose, there's a lesson to learn. Why? Because you may see such thing again in the market and avoid it. But if you are not sensitive enough, you will repeat the same mistake. So when you are focused, you will know the area to improve on. You will know the kind of books to read, the people to follow, the information to consume to help you in this journey. Why? Because this forex thing, it pays. Most people call it is a scam. It's a scam when they are not making money. But when they make money, they won't call it a scam. So if you really want to see the impact of forex trading in your life, you want to be concentrated on yourself, right? Concentrate on yourself first before you can ask, okay, I want to give back to the society, because you cannot give what you don't have. So in order to pass your Pro-Firm challenge account, be focused. Don't rely on external signals. Be responsible for your own action, right? Now, learn to take your own trade, backtest your strategy, be responsible for the outcome of your trade, right? And even if you take a loss, it does not mean that you've lost, right? It's just a trade that was stopped. That is the meaning they call it stop loss. It's a trade that was stopped, not actually lost, right? That is a little bit advanced for you. But what I'm trying to say in essence is that learn to remain laser focused. It will help you, right? And also don't stick to one thing you know. Advance in your strategy. I'm not saying you should change your strategy. Refine and improve your strategy. All strategy works. Learn to know how to trade in a trending market. Learn to know how to trade in a consolidation market. So before I call it a day, let me show you one of the trades that I'm currently on. And I don't eat alone. I send the same trade signal in my VIP Telegram community. and guys are already making money as well. If you really want to learn how to trade, you want me to mentor you one-on-one, I have sections online that can help you. I have some recorded video courses that can help you, and one-on-one session as well. You can just look into the video description below and get the link to get in touch with me on my DM on WhatsApp, and I'll be communicating with you. So let's dive right in. Let me show you my screen. All right, this is GJ, right? Because this is GBP JPY, and you can see how many trades I have running right now. Now, I've been trading GJ. I've been selling GJ for the past 2 to 3 days right now. You can see I have several setup here, here, and here. This is about 4 trades. And this particular one, this second one here, really, I took profit here because I had to leave it overnight. I took profit here. And this one did over 1:7. You can see almost 1:8, right? And this was the first one I took. We all left here. We took profit here. Now, because we're not sure if the market, if the price will be able to break below this support level, right? Now, I asked my team to exit from that point. That's one thing about your strategy. You want to know when to get in and when to get out. So we got in here, right? And here was our TP on this particular trade, right? So after I discovered that price still have the capacity to push further, right? Then we enter for this one. You can see this particular one here. Now, this particular trade alone, this first, second, and the third were the trade that I took that was able to pass my account phase 1 and phase 2, right? With the 25K account, the 50K account, right? Now, I've showed you the result earlier. Now, you can see, then I later discovered that this trade still have capacity to move down. It has capacity to move down. Why? Because if you look left, we have an area where price wants to cover. There are areas here where the ICT people will call imbalance. You can see, right? After spotting this one, right? So this is TP. We took our profit here. Then I discovered that price broke. You know, this happened during Asian session. Why? Because I left this trade during New York, right? I left it open to run. So when I woke up early this morning, it has hit our TP. Then I also discovered that price got here before this pullback, right? So that means that this particular support has been violated. So price has a tendency of shooting down all the way here. You can see. So, and now, how was I able to spot all this? It's because of what I teach always, top-down analysis. I have a video about that, top-down analysis. Now, you want to check that video to also know how you can trade as a top-down analysis trader. Once you can see where the market is heading towards from the higher time frame, you scale down lower time frame and wait for the trade opportunity to come to you. So you can see. So there are levels that price need to come and respect. And all this blue line you see me draw here, right, mark here, are our TP, right, where we'll be exiting, because I dropped this signal this morning again for my students and for those who are in the VIP session, right? Let me quickly show you that. Now, this is the VIP session. You can see earlier today, I told them that they should stay active. GBP is going to be selling, right? This trade I took, I didn't send to them because it was kind of choppy. But yeah, I told them that we still have tendency of selling GJ, right? You can go through, you can pause this video and watch this read this particular caption. Now, this is where I dropped the signal. You can see I told them we're going in again for 40 pips stop loss, and we are risking 40 pips, and we are aiming for more than 1:2, right? Now, this is where the trade has done 1:1, right? And we are currently inside this trade. I've dropped the TP for them, TP1 to TP2 to TP3, right? And where is our TP3? TP3 is just this level here. You can see. And price is, still coming to our direction. So you can see, what I'm trying to say in essence is the ability to spot a very good setup and stick to that particular trade, right? Like I said, I have up to 4 pair that I'm looking at, but once I'm on one, I focus on it, especially if this particular pair that I'm looking at has a tendency of going far in my way. I take all advantage of milking the market. You don't want to be trading GJ and you are looking at GU. Why not invest the money you're using to trade GU on that same GJ and make more money for yourself? Because most at times, GJ will give you money, GU will lose money from you, take money from you. So I hope you find value in this video. I don't want it to be that too long, but I know that you've been able to get some nuggets here on how to pass or pro firm. It all boils down to your mindset and the way you approach the market. I hope that you're able to apply this in your trading journey. And if you find value, make sure you to drop whatever it is in your mind. Let me share your thoughts with you. And if the video you want me to do, I'll be replying with that same video in my next video. So having said all this, I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for staying to this moment. I'll see you. Thank you.